Hi everybody, it's me again, Martin. First of all, I just need to say I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is in my opinion only, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. Right guys, I have got some really good news for you tonight. We have got a detective who's been assigned the case of looking into the criminal activities of LunaOne. Do you remember some time back I've been asking loads of times for you guys to do emails, and let's go over to it on my Facebook page. Let's go over to my Facebook. On my Facebook page I was putting up posts of emails that I was sending to give you a template, to alter around a little bit to send your emails and to get the addresses from where it's sent to. Well, some of you guys did this and we've had a response, and we've also been assigned a detective. So you got, all of our hard work. I do see things starting to happen. I know that there are things on the go, all right, but this one's been activated, which has really pleased me today. And I've got to send out a big thank you to Tracy Patterson, because it was her email that was replied to. So thank you, Tracy. Big thank you from all of us. So anyway, we've now got to set up lines of communication with this detective, and there's a couple of things that we're going to be doing next week. And number one is I am going to set up a post on here, because we need to give the detective our LunaOne story. And it's no good all of us sending off stories, yeah. And if I put a story on here, that's my story, and everybody's got a different story. So I'm gonna start a story, yeah, and then on my Facebook, and I'll probably do it on Twitter as well, I'll put all the details for this, like LunaOne fraudulence. I'll put it all in the description. All right, so I'm going to write a story, and then what I want is I want you guys to give me your take. Like, my take on it is, back in March I was looking at LunaOne, loved it. I was getting involved for the 25-cent launch, because I liked the look of what they were doing. I thought it was, a thing of the future, and I liked PlayStation and Xbox being on there. That was my main reason for investing in LunaOne. Now, as you all know, PlayStation and Xbox were never part of LunaOne, so but that's my take. Other people's take, you got Tracy. She's got a big thing about run guys. She follows run guys and watched them for 6 months plugging LunaOne, yeah, getting referral money for the people that she referred, yeah. She's really unhappy with them, like, we've got evidence on them. We've got photographs of them being in Africa, like, yeah, before, a couple of years ago, with the LunaOne team. I've also been talking to people that tell me that Run Guys also plugged a GSX, another one of Steve McCullough's coins. All right, so I think these guys are a lot deeper involved than what they make out to be. Like, they've dropped LunaOne like hot potato. You won't find anything on their site, for some time. Now, that's Tracy's big one with this. Other people, it might be the apartments that nobody got, I mean, there's so many angles to come at this from, yeah. So we need our story, yeah, because our story is our statement. That's our statement to the police, yeah. So I'm going to spend a bit of time next week on this, putting this together, and I will take like what you put on these posts, yeah, and start to introduce it to our main statement, our story, to the police. Right, yeah, that's number one. So that's going to be going on next week. The second bit is I'm gonna get a email address that we can all use, yeah, for you to send in information, because we need to send these people what we claim we've lost, like what's been stolen from us, like, yeah. So let's have a look at what's been stolen from us, yeah. We all jumped on board because we thought and was led to believe that we was going to get a 25-cent launch. Doesn't matter what you paid, it's irrelevant, like, yeah. So you've purchased tokens at the time, which are now coins, yeah. Steve McCullough promised 25 and he launched at 5, which means he stole 20 cents from every token you purchased. All right. So when I give you this email address next week, right, I need you to let us know what you believe has been stolen from you. And the way to do this is go onto your LunaOne platform, yeah, and then go into my coins, and you need to take a picture of this bit here. It doesn't give me any information. There's no, your account's not there or anything like that. So, you know, you can feel pretty safe with that, I think. Right? So when you've got this, forget about that. Forget about that there, because that's including, that's your airdrop. Yeah. Forget about this, right? Because that includes your airdrop. Yeah. This is the figure we're after. This figure here. So whatever figure that you've got on your platform, you need to times that by 20 cents, because that's what LunaOne have stolen from you. Yeah. So I need that picture. I need the amount that you're claiming that you've lost. Yeah. Look, this will be sorted out next week. I'm probably going to need your name, and I'm probably going to need at least a contact detail for you. Because I'm going to be collating all these together and sending them to the detective, because at some stage we're going to need this, right? Yeah. So that's what's going on now. Yeah. So I think you'll agree we've had a really good day today, and if I was Stephen McCullough, I'd be really concerned, because when LunaOne speaks to us, the investors, like, we've got no choice, like, you know, it's the LunaOne way or the highway, right? But when you've got the police standing in your office, right, that can access your computers or whatever, I would be really concerned, because it's very clear that LunaOne portrayed a 25-cent launch. There's no disputing that. But what I would be worried about if I was Stephen McCullough would be this statement, this paragraph of a document that they put up on the 1st of November. Now remember, they launched on the 31st of October, and the very next day they released this document called the LunaOne Metaverse Listing. Right, yeah. And in that, and one of the paragraphs in that listing reads, the executive decision, which may have not been a popular one amongst our community, does come with a very intentional and integral long-term strategy, and should not be misunderstood as a hasty, arbitrary, last-minute change of course. The decision was made with care, foresight and insight by strategic planners who have been key players in the crypto space since its inception. Now, that tells the police that this was planned, yeah. Now, I spoke with Action Force. That's the police in the UK, yeah. I was on the phone to them for an hour and a half, right, the other week, last week. And I said to them, look, can you please set me straight on something? Because I'm out there shouting fraud, fraud, fraud. I'm sending emails to support at LunaOne, and I'm saying to them, look, and I'm laying it all out. I want my money back, la-di-da-di-da, yeah, and giving them my reasons, laying out the fraud. And I also put on the end of them emails, please, please correct me if my statement is incorrect. Well, I never get anything back from him. And I said exactly the same to this guy at Action Force. I said to him, look, you know, I'm not a lawyer or a policeman or whatever, or legal. I said, but I see this as fraud with intent. Like, and he said, yes. Like, and he said, look, Martin, he said, in the UK, if you was to advertise a car, right, and you said good running order, and then you bought this car and the thing's got loads of problems, that can be put down to fraud. Right, yeah. So when he said that to me, right, I was booking things like Coca-Cola and Samsung and that as misrepresentation, like, or but this is fraud as well. But there's different degrees of fraud. All right, the main one is the 5-cent launch. Like, that is fraud with intent, which is the big bad one. But there's lots of other legal issues with what LunaOne has done since March, and their advertising to us, the consumers. So if I was Stephen, I would be very concerned about this, because saying that they've made a lot of mistakes and they're really sorry don't cut the mustard with the police, does it? So anyway, that's that one that I would be concerned about. And the other one that I'd be really concerned about if I was Stephen McCullough would be, and this is from my point of view, would be the launch day. The first couple of minutes of launch day, yeah? So, Bitmark, launch it, 5 cents, yeah? Bang, some greens come in. Right, I can explain that. I would say there was people on Bitmark with Bitmark accounts that were sitting there waiting for LunaOne to launch, and when it launched, they bought coins. Right, so the green, I can explain that. The red next to it. This is all within a few minutes, this chart. That crashing red line, right? That weren't us, the pre-investors, right? I refuse to believe that was us, all right? Because we couldn't possibly have worked Bitmark this quick, right? I could only do it this quick on, let's say, one like Coinbase. I could probably sell a coin quickly if I was sitting there waiting on Coinbase, because I know it, used it. Most of us are new to this Bitmark. It weren't easy to use. It's not a simple program to use neither. I don't believe that was us, all right? This is something to do with LunaOne. I believe that someone, a buddy or whatever, done a dump. Right. The other thing, which will be in our statement to the police, is I got no evidence whatsoever of this, just stuff I've read. A number of occasions I've read that LunaOne, after launch, right, and remember it dropped off quite quickly. I know it dropped there quickly, but it dropped a lot further than that quite quickly, was buying coins, like when it was really cheap. Yeah, and they used these coins. There was a load of pre-investors out there that had no coins. So I mean, them poor guys never even had the opportunity to sell. But anyway, they had no coins, and I read some blogs out there that LunaOne had been buying coins after launch, and that would explain how comes they've got 50% of the coins out there, over 50% of the coins out there, which is another big bad, thing. But I'd be really concerned if I was him on that, Now this is like the bits that I know about. There's other stuff, all right, and what legalities are in with that I don't know, but it needs to be part of the statement. So you've got run guys. You've got, what about the NFTs? What about the apartments? This is something, it didn't interest me at all, the apartments, right? Not my thing, wasn't interested, didn't really look at it too much. But some of you guys did. What about you guys that purchased apartment? I don't even think you've got them now, have you? Alright, so this needs to be in our story, our statement, yeah? All these bits, and there's going to be other stuff in the LunaOne timeline, like from, let's say, March till today. Yeah, there's going to be other stuff in there that I've not even picked up on, that's not really a concern to me, but it is a concern to you. And like my Facebook page and my Twitter page and my YouTube page, I look at them pages as being community pages. They're our pages, all right? I need your input. Yeah, I need you to tell your story. I need you to help me out, you know? So, anyway, guys, that's it from me today. Just another one. If you are writing to anybody, I think LunaOne don't like us using this address, alright? Yeah. I mean, when I did this 109 East Dallas Street, Mount Vernon, Missouri, MO 65712, right? Yeah, that little pokey building there, like, yeah. I think these people own the whole building, whether they rented it to them or what, I don't know, like, but you've got law offices there, you've got law offices there, and what'll make you laugh is, they've set up a multi-million-dollar scam, like, yeah. So here's LunaOne situated here in Mount Vernon, Missouri, like, yeah. He's got the court offices over the road opposite, yeah. He's got City Hall here, like, 2 minutes walk round the corner. He's got Mount Vernon Police Department here, yeah. You've got the Justice Centre here, right? Unbelievable that he's put his office there. I don't think I'd pick that place if I was planning a multi-million-dollar fraud. But anyway, there you go. It is what it is, isn't it? Right, thanks again, Tracy. Great stuff. I'm going to leave you guys alone now, and have a good night. See you later. Bye.